With regard to the next point, point number 11, Hayyun la yamut. Allah is the living one who does not die. Hayyun la yamut. The living one who does not die. Shaykh Fawzan said, His life, meaning the life of Allah, is a complete and perfect life, which does not suffer from any deficiency, nor any sleep. No deficiency, no naqs, and no sleep, no naum. And he quotes the ayah, the start of Ayatul Kursi, Allahu la ilaha illahu al-hayyul qayyum, la ta'khudhuhu sinatun wa la naum. With the explanation, Allah, none has the right to be worshipped except Him, the ever-living one, the independent sustainer of all. Neither sleep nor slumber takes hold of Him. So as we see in the ayah, that Allah affirms for Himself two attributes, Al-Hayy, the ever-living, and Al-Qayyum, the independent sustainer of all. And He denies and negates two things which are the opposite of that, or which run contrary to that. He denies for Himself sleep, or He denies for Himself slumber, tiredness, and sleep. Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 255. Then the Shaykh quotes the second ayah, وَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى الْحَيِّ الَّذِي لَا يَمُوتُ. Surah Al-Furqan, Surah 25, ayah 58, with the explanation, and place reliance upon the ever-living one who does not die. Shaykh Al-Fawzan said, so he denies for himself, or he negates for himself, as sinner, slumber, feeling dozy, feeling sleepy. And that means light sleep. Allah denies that. Sinner means light sleep, doziness, slumber. Allah denies that for Himself. And He denies for Himself, and He negates for Himself, and naum, which is deep sleep. And He negated for Himself death, al-maut, because of the completeness and perfection of His life. He, the perfect and most high. Then in a footnote they quote two hadith in this regard. Firstly, from Abu Musa radiallahu an, who said, Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam stood amongst us with 5 sayings. So he said, Inna Allah azza wa jal la yanam wa la yanbaghi lahu an yanam. The hadith. The hadith reported by Muslim in the book of Iman. That Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam stood and said, Allah the Mighty and Majestic does not sleep, and it is not befitting for Him that He should sleep. And then they quote the second hadith, and from Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma, that Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam used to say, Allahumma laka aslamt, wa bika amant, wa alayka tawakkaltu, wa ilayka anabt, wa bika khasamtu, Allahumma inni a'udhu bi izzatika, la ilaha illa anta, an tudillani anta al-hayyu alladhi la yamut, wal jinnu wal insu yamutun. From Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma, that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam used to say, O Allah, to You I have surrendered, and in You I have truly believed, and upon You I have placed my reliance, and to You I turn, and with Your aid I dispute. O Allah, I seek refuge in Your might, none has the right to be worshipped except you. I seek your refuge from your misguiding me. You are the ever-living one who does not die. Anta al-Hayy alladhi la yamut. You are the ever-living one who does not die, whereas jinn and mankind die. Reported by Muslim. Then Shaykh al-Fawzan continued, and sleep, and slumber, and death, these are deficiencies in life. And these are found, or these are attributes to be found in the creation. And the life of the creation is deficient, because he sleeps and he dies. People sleep and people die. Then he makes a point. So sleeping is a part of completeness with regard to the creation, but it is a deficiency with regard to the Creator. And he explains how that is. He said, because a person who cannot sleep, they have an affliction affecting their health. Then he makes the point. So this shows the difference and the distinction between the attributes of the Creator and the attributes of the creation. I mean, here he makes a point that as with regard to the attribute life, al-hayat, and sleep is a deficiency in that. Sleep and death is a deficiency in that attribute. And Allah is free from all deficiencies. So Allah is free, His life is free from death, His life is free from sleep. And he makes the point, but however, the creation, the people, if a person can't sleep, he's unable to sleep, that will be a deficiency in him. For that person, it will be a deficiency, because he can't sleep, his body will get weak, he'll have an illness, he'll try and take tablets or see the doctor or something. It's a problem for him. In other words, that for a normal, healthy person, then sleep is something complete, is a part of his completeness. That's with regard to the creation. Sleep is a part of completeness for him. But with regard to Allah, sleep is a deficiency. So this shows us the difference between the attributes of the creation, where sleep is something complete of his completeness, and the Creator, where sleep is a deficiency. And he said, and as for the two names, Al-Hayy and Al-Qayyum, the ever-living and the independent sustainer of all, then these are two attributes taken from the statement of Allah the Most High, Allahu la ilaha illahu al-hayyul qayyum, the beginning of Ayatul Kursi. Allah, none has the right to be worshipped except Him. He is the ever-living, the independent sustainer of all. And he said, so Al-Hayy, the ever-living, means the one who has complete and perfect life. And Al-Qayyum is a word in intensive form.